This is Ron Malcolm. I'm the leader for Team 2 in the IST402 gaming class. I'd like to welcome you to the team, number one, and I'd also like to welcome you to this video, which is going to show you just a brief collection of content we've acquired so far, such as graphical and audio files that we will be able to put into our game. What you see before you is a potential track layout overlaid the Abington campus. As you can see, there are several tracks such as the athletic parking lot track, the soccer field track, the rattle track, and so forth. These are just outlines that we figured based on the pathways that navigate our campus would be a good place to have cars running. This is a Google SketchUp model of our campus created from a satellite image, just has some very basic, rough models of what the buildings look like, so we have a baseline to start with for creating our maps. This is a concept of our HUD layout. It's actually pieces of several existing HUDs, but it's the basic components that we want to see, such as a mini-map, a speedometer, what position the player is in, the top 4 players, the number of laps, and the track timer. This is a concept picture of the flagger for each race, as opposed to having a traffic light or something of that nature to start the race. We're toying with the idea of having the knee lion holding a checkered flag in each hand and then waving the flags to signal the start of the race. This is an elm tree created in 3D Studio Max, along with an evergreen that we can use to populate our maps with some foliage. We're also going to have some bushes and such, just to add some nature elements to the game, to the various maps. This is a model also created in 3D Studio Max of a base golf cart, which is what we're planning to use as the vehicles for our racing game. We're toying with the idea of having unique carts for each individual driver as defined in game definition number 1, but we'd rather have one single functioning vehicle before worrying about making things too complex. So this is a good place to start with this generic vehicle. Keeping that in mind, this is a generic driver that we may also apply as the janitor Jim character, just a nice human shape that we can throw into the car and say, look, here is our driver. The following couple pictures are potential screens that the user will interface with when running the game. This is the character selection screen, so if we do end up having multiple characters, this will be the screen. Okay, I want to race, who am I going to have as my driver? There's also a menu dedicated to displaying the controller along with the layout buttons, what each button on the Xbox 360 controller will do when you press or navigate them. This is the main menu, or a sketch of the main menu. Very simple, basic, just a few features, but does what we need it to. And finally we have the track selection screen, which just, for right now, has rough pictures of the tracks from the overhead map, along with a highlight feature to let the user know which track they're currently selecting. The next remaining screens are textures that we've accumulated that we'll be able to use to paint on our maps. This here obviously is a asphalt texture that we can use for parking lots and pathways and so forth. This and the next picture are concrete textures. We can apply these to buildings or parking space curbs for the pathways, or maybe concrete walkways. This is a wrapper that we could wrap around a traffic cone model. The traffic cones could be used to line pathways or to barricade certain areas. The driver knows where they have to go to stay on track. This is a compilation of grass textures. We could use one or several of these just to add some variety to the various fields and grassy sections of the campus's areas. And finally we have a bright, nice sky texture, so we can have a realistic looking skybox for all of our game's environments. For right now, that's all we have, details and textures wise. We also have a collection of sound files including golf carts accelerating, idling, collision noises, and some ambient sound effects like wind, a babbling brook, so to speak, for our on-campus pond. Some nature noises, wind blowing through the trees, birds chirping, just to get a nice audio feel to our game. But I thank you for your time. Good to have you guys in the team, and look forward to working with you. Thank you very much.